Well, did you know that a kilo of honey costs 5 times more than a litre of oil? But the sad reality is Kenya remains a net importer of honey, despite the fact that we have a very conducive environment for beekeeping. The question is, why are Kenyans missing on the honey money? Joseph Karuga is the project manager at The Hive. He's going to explain to us why Kenyans are yet to embrace apiculture in a big way. Thank you very much indeed, Joseph. So the question is, despite the fact that, you know, there's a lot of money in honey, why are Kenyans yet to embrace apiculture?
One of the major issues we have is ignorance, lack of information. Most of the beekeepers, they don't have the right information, and then two, they don't have the right equipment for production. They therefore rely on what we would call a rain-fed kind of production. That they only harvest the honey, they only have to produce when the weather is conducive.
Demand for honey in Kenya is at an all-time high. But with supply falling short of the market demand, Kenya is forced to import the commodity from neighboring Tanzania and Uganda. Though official data is hard to come by, in 2016, the United Nations Commodity Trade Statistics reported that Kenya imported honey worth more than 33 million shillings from markets like Egypt, Australia and Tanzania.
Beekeeping is one of the best and one of the simplest enterprises you ever venture into. Because bees, you only need a very small piece of land, and they would move 3.5 kilometers radius in search of nectar and water. And in that, it means that with a quarter of an acre, you are able to benefit from the entire over 10,000 acres around your place. Because bees will go there, collect the nectar, and bring it for you. So
the Hive Limited project manager Stephen Karuga says there is already a market for locally produced honey waiting to be exploited. Karuga says lack of large commercial producers of honey exacerbates the ability to meet the large demands of markets like the UAE and Saudi Arabia. Majority of honey in Kenya is produced by smallholder traditional beekeepers whose knowledge on the farming is limited. But Karuga says introduction of better technology hives can significantly improve the yields and quality of bee products.
In tropicals like in Kenya, our bees move freely, collect nectars freely, and they make honey for you free of charge. And you don't really have to struggle much. You can grow your crops anytime you want. So in Kenya, we have one of the best weather or environment for beekeeping. And the potential is still massive. It's only that it has not been tapped.
Local marketing systems should also be strengthened through organization of traders and beekeepers, Karuga advises. The government should also help beekeepers by scrapping the 16% VAT charged on hives and other equipment. In Africa, Kenya is the third largest producer of honey after Ethiopia and Tanzania. But Karuga says beekeeping has more economic advantage with about 6 products generated from the trade.
Honey is the cheapest among all the bee products that because bees have got 6 different products, and honey is the cheapest. We have wax, which is a little bit higher than honey. We have pollen, which they can easily harvest from the flowers they have within their places. We have propolis, we have what we call the royal jelly, and of course we have got the most valuable product we call the bee venom. Those are things that we are willing to partner with different beekeepers in the country, train them and show them how to produce them.
But despite the money in the honey, there are stinging threats to beekeeping in the world, from environment degradation to global warming.
We have some challenges with the global warming, with the way the chemicals are used in our field. It's affecting beekeeping big time.
And what has happened to bees? Where are they? We don't see a lot of bees as we used to see them.
It's all about the use of chemicals, the use of the way people are now busy replacing and natural vegetation with the real estate, with the houses, and they have got nothing to do with the forests, the issue of charcoal burning.
But for now, as the sun shines and the flowers bloom, honey will keep on dripping from the hives, with more Kenyans making millions out of the gold liquid. Brian Kimani for Business Insight.